now do you think that Rekieta has the makings of a proper Lolcow? Yeah. And some people give me, like, people who are never happy about anything that I say are kind of like, oh, well, he's now trying to retroactively justify making fun of Rekieta after saying that he didn't think that he was funny. Rekieta changed, for sure. Like, there's a distinct personality difference. And like I said, this guy that is Rekieta now is not the same person who was like a principled, like, older man in the sector who kind of had some life experience and had morals and values that he was trying to share with people and convert people to by like evangelizing them in a very persuasive way by living it. He is now just another degenerate. And when people talk about like, hey, you know, you used to be like this and now you're not, he gets upset that you even remind him of that. And it's definitely like brain rot or something. And by the way, me saying that he used to be like a principled person that people could look up to, he will take that and say that it's like an e-daddy thing. And it's like, no, I was happy that there was a person out there who was like living a Christian life and had children and was married and was faithfully married and wasn't like a weird coomer, who was out there and showing people the white pill that, yeah, there are people of this generation who are living a successful, happy, traditional life. And now it's over. And it's heaped on him scorn and disdain from everybody. And it's deserved. And I really feel like he's suffered brain damage.
So it's clips like that make me think that I should make a fully edited, like 30 to 40 minute video on Rekieta. Really, really, really inspires you, right? To go ahead and talk about it, do really a deep dive from what seemed to be his peak to now the plummeting, you know, whatever this is. Because look, here's the thing, bottom line, he's not really hurting for money, I would assume, right? I would assume that financially speaking, in terms of the YouTube gods or whatever, he's doing pretty well. I think that there are his simps out there. He's reached that 100k to where, you know, 100k subscribers, fairly active people, right? Obviously it's over 100k, like, you know, it's not a million, but it's in the 100k range to where, you know, you'll get a good attendance and stuff. And of course you'll have those people, those infinite, you know, simps that will give you the $100 super chat, right? And, you know, that's what it is. I think Nick has hit the parasocial mark to where he has some of these people enslaved to the thought that he can do no wrong, or he's like this ideal human being, or he's like, you know, somehow worth giving money to and supporting financially, which is fucking weird, but whatever, it is what it is. I mean, maybe at one point, but now it just seems like he just uses the money to be, you know, as Null said, a fucking degenerate. And it you know, I don't know, man. It's a very weird thing to have a, you know, man of that age acting the way he is, you know, for full display for a lot of people to see. And I think that's where like the major criticisms come into play. You know, not to make this an age thing, so to speak. They're always wondering, hey, you know, Sen, you're gonna reach that age one day. You're 23. You know, you're gonna be 30 one day. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like when I'm 30, I'm not gonna be fucking doing the weird, stupid, you know, stupid shit that Nick Rekieta's doing. Like the laughably, you know, I'm a seal, I'm going to clap for all these people to throw money. I used to think that that was, you know, base to an extent, right? Just be a fucking freak on the internet, a circus animal, and then have these random, you know, people just throw you like $100 donos or $20, you know. That's the Ralph lifestyle in a way. You know, I can see why a lot of people would look down on that. You're not necessarily, you know, hired, or you're getting paid for your brains or any inherent skill that you have, unless you want to consider being a clown or, you know, whatever this is. I know some people are just like, oh, but they're very charismatic people. I don't think Nick is really that charismatic, to be honest. I think Nick used to be back in the Weeb Wars thing, which was, again, the height of his, you know, popularity, the rise of his popularity, and when he was at his strongest, you know, if anything. So we had you know, we have this situation where that's not the case anymore. Whether it is because of age or not, you know, once again, you know, whether you want to get and mad at me and mauled because I bring up age and shit, you know, the bottom line is the older you get, right, you know, the wiser you should get, but in turn also the weaker you get, the less, you know, the less, I guess, you know, if you want to go biological with this shit, the less testosterone you produce. And looking at Nick Rekieta, not to mention all the alcoholism and shit that he fills himself up with, you know, that also lowers testosterone levels. Look at him. Like, literally, look at how decrepit and weak he looks now compared to his Weeb War days. This is a fucking reality. This is not a, you know, this is not a pretend land bullshit, alright? This is not extreme hardcore lolly roleplay. This is literally Nick Rekieta being fucking... being at his, you know, weakest, you know, dude, he's probably weaker than a fucking lolicon at this point, right? Like, you know... It's fucking sad. Like a guy from Hero Hayes fucking community or Rev Says Disu's community could probably smack Rekieta around at this point. It's kind of fucked. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. He's really, you know, he's peaked and now he's just deteriorating, and it's kind of depends on how you want to look at this whole thing, really, because again, he's reached that sweet spot to where people will just throw money at him because he's a freak and a degenerate, and some of them are just lonely people on the internet that want to talk to an e-daddy or whatever, right? So it is a really fucked up situation, you know. Now, the question is Nick okay with that? Does he have any self-respect left? I think he doesn't, to be honest. He's been acting like a fucking freak lately, you know. He's doing all this fucking fucked up shit, you know. In Weeb Wars, he was asking to have 3 ways with Gothic Sushi and his wife. To where Gothic Sushi apparently turned him down because she didn't want to make the weird relationship, you know, the relationship they had in the business sense weird, so whatever. It's really, you know, but now he's just more apparent about this freak shit, right? Now, you know, if we were in this era, he'll probably just straight up ask you, hey, in front of his fucking audience too, hey, you guys want to have a 3-way or something with my wife? It's just fucked, man. It's just really weird. And you know, as somebody that knew him at his peak, it's really fucking sad, personally for me, right? Because I used to look at this guy and I was like, you know, that was the quote-unquote leader of Weeb Wars. Now he's just a fucking weak, pathetic old man, right? Like, that's all he fucking is. He's a weak, pathetic old man. And, you know, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to be a fucked up person. I'm just calling it as it is. If you want to, if you'd like to correct me, what is he then? If not a pathetic, weak old man, what is he then? Can you tell me what he is? I mean, Null from Kiwi Farms apparently thinks he's a Lolcow. He has the proper makings of one. You know, he's doing all this shit. He's obviously a con man as well. Like, you know, for him to make his gimmick, or at least he broke kayfabe or some shit, for him to make his gimmick this whole, you know, Christian man with Christian values, and you see it so much too. You see so many of these LARPers going around pretending to be, I mean, PPP was a good example of one of those idiots too. You know, a good wholesome, you know, Christian man. It ends up being that he's not so wholesome. He's just a fucking deranged fucking non-Christian man, right? So you have this situation where Rekieta was a LARPer. He pretended to be something that he wasn't, right? You know, Father Time caught up to him again. Now he's just really weak and disheveled. You know, some of the degenerate shit he does now, I don't even know why he's doing it. Like, I've seen like, and again, shout out to Elisa Clips who you know, subscribe and show them love if you like this Rekieta stuff, so you can see it yourself in real time as they upload these clips. You know, it's like, you know, the last 3 uploads I think I've seen from her are just Rekieta talking this fucking thought. Like, this literal fucking random thought that Nick found, I guess, from Camelot. Which, again, this is so fucking weird. These old fucking 30-year-old... Okay, fuck. Alright, look, I'll acknowledge this. 30 ain't that old, alright? You know, Nick Rekieta, I'm pretty sure he's hitting his 40s or has already hit his 40s. That's fucking old, okay? But Camelot, a grown-ass fucking 30-year-old man plus, acting the way he's acting. Fucking pathetic, dude. Yo, this is worse than the fucking time that fucking Camelot wanted to like fucking suck Pippa Pipkin's fucking toes, right? And now we're at a level where he's like having some midlife crises. He has to have Nick Rekieta, his 40-year-old friend, come over so they can fucking flirt with like some naked fucking 20-year-old fucking thought. What is this bitch's claim to fame? I checked out their fucking channel. Literally less than 10k, bro. Less than 10,000 subscribers, and you're getting fucking naked half the time. It's fucking pathetic. You're getting fucking Camelot's clout, you're getting Rekieta's clout, and you're getting fucking naked, and you can't even crack 10k. God, please forgive me. Last time I checked, Thoughty, you had 5k or something. Please. Come on, if you're gonna take off your clothes, this goes for all women out there. If you're gonna take out your clothes, make sure you properly profit off of it. You know, don't half-ass it. I'm sorry. That was my inner incel coming out, guys. Back to Rekieta. And what more can I really actually say? I think that to properly dissect the man known as Nick Rekieta, you would have to do like a 30-minute segment or 30-minute video, well edited. Again, grab the key moments where he was the top guy, in Weeb Wars. Had all his highs and his lows, but like, let's be fucking honest too. Now that the illusion and the allure has died out, and Kiwi farmers can stuff sucking this guy's cock. Let's be honest, Rekieta wasn't really even that good in Weeb Wars. He fucking he flopped the fucking Vic Mignogna case, right? Whatever happened to the GoFundMe money too, but whatever. Fuck, if you want to get scammed, go and get scammed or whatever, right? You wanna hire somebody with shady practices, go for it. But for fuck's sakes, the fact that he dropped and fumbled that, the Thai fucking beard, it was like, again, like I said about the LARPing and the pretend shit and the gimmicks and it all being bullshit. Nick Rekieta, played a bunch of the audience members, had their hopes up, made them believe that, Vic Mignogna was going to win, because his fucking redneck fucking attorney, Thai fucking stupid beard, got a bunch of Kiwi Farms screenshots and he thought that was gonna fucking help. So fucking L, Thai beard, L, Kiwi Farms, L, fucking Nick Rekieta, so good job, assholes. Really fucking show. Yeah, we're gonna support Vic Mignogna, we win. No, you fucking suck. You all fucking took the L. Can't believe you fucking lost to Real in them. And then, the fucking cope becomes, the law isn't perfect, guys. It's like, well, you guys were so sure that it was, so yeah, okay, I guess you came down from your fucking fumes or some shit. I don't know, man. This is just becoming a rant on how stupid people are, and I just fucking hate people these days because they all fucking suck. None of them prove me right. None of them really live up to any of the expectations I have for them, which is pretty fucking, just simple. Be a good person, be a good human being, and be a little consistent or whatever. But then, you don't live up to those either. Fucking asshole. I live up more to that than the typical fucking person critiquing me, alright? Trust me. Believe fucking that, and I can prove it. I can prove it any fucking time I can, anytime I want to.
Nick's drunk rant was all something. Yeah, so he was angry. He called, dude, did you see that? Did you see in Nick's rant? He mentioned my ass. Somebody said something really stupid, and Nick called them a Carolinian Camelot autistic inbred like motherfucker.
You fucking retard. You goddamn idiot inbred South Carolinian Camelot abortion reject.
And I was like, hold on, what the fuck? You just gonna throw Camelot in that bitch. You just gonna throw me right in there. What the fuck? I thought what we had was special, Nick. And you just immediately, yeah, inbred, stupid, retarded, dumb son bitch, Camelot ass. I'm like, oh fuck, you got me. You had to put my ass in there.